Oh, brain health. We're going right into brain health this week. Brain fog, memory loss, unable to focus, cravings is another one. Maybe you deal with anxiety. The big one, like Alzheimer's and dementia. So, brain health. That's what our focus is this week. And last week, of course, is what's important to you. Don't be, I this should be important to me or this should be important to me. You got to figure out what's really important to you. And so for me, having a front row seat of watching my mom, she ended up dying of Alzheimer's, of course, and dementia. But so brain health became even that much more important to me. What once watching my mom go through that, and so it's something that's very, very important to me. So what can we do? So if maybe it's important to you and it's something you want to focus on and you're like, okay, I don't even know where to start. What can I do to help, to get my brain healthier? And so believe it or not, contributing to our gut health is one of the best ways to improve our brain health. Okay. So just, those butterflies that you feel in your belly when you're nervous or excited or scared, that is that connection between the gut and the brain, right? That's the gut brain connection. So a healthy gut equals a healthy, focused brain. So, and a healthy gut. So when we take care of our digestive system, when we feed our body good, when we know the ways of our digestive system and how to keep it healthy, a healthy gut produces like 95% of serotonin, which is the mood stabilizing hormone. It's that feel good hormone, right? So if we, and we all know, like when we have if we have any digestive issues, does it affect our mood? Absolutely, it affects our mood. What we also, it affects our brain, it affects our ability to focus. It's going to start messing with our memory. And so, and of course, that's when a lot of anxiety comes in, cravings come in. So we want to take care of our gut. We want to take care of our digestive system. And not only taking care of that digestive system does it improve our brain health, but it's going to help us feel happier, right? This is the feel good hormone that we're nurturing when we nurture our digestive system and we nurture our body. So it's not just about eating healthy, right? Or eating the right foods for you. It's about feeling healthier. It's about becoming more emotionally stable and calmer and more focused. And that is everything to do with our gut. So this means that we can support our brain health. We can support our emotional health and we can support our gut health through what we eat and how we eat it. Okay. So yeah, it's like, well, where do I even start with that? Right? We know, yes, eating a balanced diet, we know, limiting our sugar intake. Those are the obvious, right? Definitely, we need to learn how to um, manage stress in our life because stress, of course, will affect the brain and the gut. And because the gut is just the second brain because they're so closely connected. They have that connection there. Stress is a really big. But this week is more about focusing on food, right? Um, and so for me, one of my biggest shifts and changes in life is when I follow the Ayurveda. And of course, I took the course and I teach it, and so I live it into I bring it into my life. And the thing I love about Ayurveda is there's so many ways that we can um, try different things because what works for me doesn't always work for you. And but Ayurveda has this six tastes, right? The fact of bringing in or the mindfulness of bringing in six different tastes, key tastes, into our meals. And in that, uh, when we learn how to bring these six tastes in, it helps to curb our cravings. But it helps with brain fog. It helps that gut health. It helps with focusing, it helps with memory, it helps with everything. So it's too much to talk about here, but on my website, I have where I put these tap ins. I'm going to put a link to a blog that I wrote, and I just kind of revised it a little bit. Not all the details of the 6 days, because this is a 4,000-year-old program. Those details don't change, but just kind of the way I wrote it. I kind of revised it a bit. And so this will give you a really good start. It'll help open your mind to maybe a new way or a different way of looking at food, a way that you can incorporate that into your life, and just different things about looking at food differently, more as a way to increase your brain health, your gut health, and your emotional health. Okay, so yeah, just make sure you check out my website. Get on my email list, because I always give tips and tools. Like last week was all about the digestive system and how we can get our digestive system healthy and strong. And this week is about looking at food differently, looking at our digestive system differently, looking at our brain health. So if brain health is important to you, if a healthy digestive system is important to you, if like feeling happy and feeling focused, and emotionally stable is important to you, then I'm going to ask you to check out Ayurveda, because it's been the biggest game changer for me. But anyway, we're going to tap this in, because that is another way of really getting our brain and our body on board. So, like, our health is wealth, right? Our health is our wealth. Just by bouncing, so just by bouncing here, we get into our fascia line. We wake up our body. Now, our fascia is wrapped around every muscle, every joint. It's the connective tissue that connects everything, every organ. It's wrapped around our digestive system. It's around everything, right? We take deep breaths. Expand that diaphragm. There's a vagus nerve that runs from the brain into the body and around the diaphragm that communicates the information from our organs and our body, 80% of our body, to our brain. So by bouncing, not only do we wake up the body and the fascia, but we wake up the vagus nerve. And this is how our brain and our body communicates. We expand the diaphragm with our breath. We've already got our digestive system and our brain starting to communicate by bouncing. Yes. Then you can shake things out a bit. Just wake up the hands, the fingers, the arms, the legs. Wake up your body. March it out. March it out. Just get some energy going. Start to get your heart rate will begin to elevate. The heart is a muscle. It's also an organ. We want energy moving through it. Pick up your leg. Tap into the other side. You cross your energy. Cross the energy. That's good for the body, the mind, the brain, everything to communicate. We want movement. We want to feed the body well. Okay, so then we're going to tap into the belly, the digestive system. Okay, and it's okay. If it's important, if gut health is important to you, a healthy digestive system is important to you, you tap in. You just get that communication with your body right now. It's like, okay, we're going to get you back on board. Brain health, gut health, both work together. And then just tap that down, all the way down your legs, and then come back up. So you're tapping it in, you're grounding it into your body, right from that gut health down into your feet, grounding in. Is it important? Is gut health important? Is brain health important? The two go hand in hand, okay? And just tap that, shake it out, rub your hands together. Okay, and we're gonna tap in at the collarbone point. You can cross your arms, so you don't have to. Kind of tune in, see what feels really good for you. This gets all your energy moving in the right direction. We're working through kidney meridian here, so you're gonna think acupuncture and acupressure points. Take deep breaths, inhale. So again, you expand that diaphragm. That's that vagus nerve, communicates the brain and the digestive system. It's like, all right, getting on board. Let's get on board. Brain health is important to me. I'm gonna start to look at food a little differently. Okay, tap into the thymus, boost the immune system. When our gut health is not in a healthy place, right? Our immune system gets compromised. So we want to really get that gut health. We want to get our gut working for us, right? Don't work against it. Start to look at food differently. Start to look at food as a way to improve the brain health and the gut health and the immune system. It doesn't mean overhauling everything you eat. That's the beautiful thing about these learning about the six tastes is you can incorporate it into a lot of the foods that you like, and you start to understand that when you feel healthier, when you feel more focused, when you feel better, more emotionally stable, you don't want to bring in those other foods that you used to eat all the time. Okay, let's go underneath here, metabolizing points, spleen points, metabolize it all in. Just be open to a new way of looking at your body, your brain health, your gut health, completely connected, and be willing to look at food a little differently, even the taste of food differently. So if it sounds like I'm talking in riddles because it makes no sense, if you've never heard of Ayurveda or the six tastes, it's going to sound a little bit like a puzzle. So I'm just saying, brain health and gut health is important for you. Let's tap in underneath our eyes. Then check out my website, the blog. Just check out Ayurveda. Check out the six tastes. It doesn't have to be mine. Just look into it. A new way of feeding our body that's like been around for 4,000 years. Tapping into this point grounds our energy, but it moves right through the stomach and the gut health. So right here helps us to ground our energy, come out of worry and come out of stress. All right. Our health is our wealth, and that means our brain health, our gut health, and our emotional health. And we can get all of that on board. Okay, so just this week, I want you to really tap into what's important to you. Okay, so if brain health is important to you, let's take matters into our own hands. Let's get our brain health into our own hands, our happiness into our own hands. Okay, get our digestive health back on track. Welcome in new habits. Welcome in new ways of looking at your body or looking at food, right? Look at ways, old habits that you're willing to release. Okay, and it's just a new way of opening up your mind to it, a new way of feeling, a new way of being. It is a way of going beyond the ego's cravings and the ego's temptations and our own sabotaging patterns. And so this is just a kind of maybe a wake-up call for some of us saying, yeah, my brain health is important, and that is also the same as my gut health. So yeah, have a fabulous week and make sure to check out, I'll try putting out links wherever I can so you can find this information. And if nothing else, then you just Google up Ayurveda, Deepak Chopra, of course, because I'm Chopra certified. He's got lots of talks. Just Google him and the 6 days, and he talks about them all the time as well. And start to take your brain health and your gut health and your happiness into your own hands. And that's what this week is all about. So have a fabulous week of just opening up your mind and be willing to see things differently, maybe do things differently, and get your health, your brain health, and your gut health back on track. Thank you. Have a fabulous week. Namaste.